We made pretty good time coming back from the North Pole, eh, Max?
If you say so, Miss Daisy. If I'd been driving, it wouldn't have taken us a whole month to get home.
Well, I've got to go drain the DeSoto.
You should have taken care of that before we left.
Somebody insisted that we drive through the Hudson Bay with the top down.
What the hell was that all about?
Unless I miss my guess, Sybil's being pursued by some kind of rogue semi-sentient interdimensional portal.
Think we should try to help her?
Can't think of anything better to do. Hey, Bosco, what do you know about suddenly appearing interdimensional portals?
I hear a lot of things. What does it look like?
3 sides, reddish, chasing Sybil.
Oh, what you've got there is a Bermuda Triangle.
Of course. Why didn't we think of that?
Wait, chasing Sybil? You mean it's here? Oh, that ain't good. That ain't good at all.
What's the Bermuda Triangle doing all the way up here?
Sometimes they just like to wander. Unless it was summoned by THEM.
I really hope you're talking about the giant ants this time.
Giant ants? That's crazy. I'm talking about the mysterious cabal of controllers who summon the triangles as sentient portals to do their dark bidding.
Well, that makes sense.
If there's a triangle in our neighborhood, that means they're coming.
How do we help Sybil?
Once a triangle gets imprinted on you, it's tough to shake it. But they say you can train them if you can figure out how to communicate with them.
How do we communicate with the triangle?
They're very attracted to symbols and sigils.
And Sybil's, apparently.
Those two, they're not real picky. They're driven by shapes and colors. A pink rhombus makes it nostalgic for the 50s. A red octagon makes it stop whatever it's doing. A blue icosahedron makes it sit in its mom's basement and draw maps of dungeons. And they can't see or hear, so you've got to feed them a symbol of what you want them to do.
Keep watching the skies, Bosco.
Always.
Oh, it stopped.
Well, there's another case solved.
I heard screaming. Are you all right, Sybil?
Whoa! What's happening? I regret.
Abe, no! Be strong, my marble darling. I'll save you.
As I was saying, there's another case solved, and with minimal casualties.
What do you think's on the other side, Sam?
Oh, I don't know. Probably some horrible alternate dimension ruled by incomprehensibly horrific ancient gods seeking to bring chaos to this plane. You want to jump in?
You can read my mind, Sam.
God, I hope not.
More tropical than I imagined a horrific alternate dimension to be.
Help! Help me! Help!
Oh, you big baby.
But my nose sunburns so easily.
I'll get it for you later. Oh, hi, Sam and Max. Are you guys on vacation too?
Vacation? We came here to rescue you from unimaginable horrors beyond the portal of mystery.
You could have at least had the courtesy to be impaled on spikes or something.
Step aside, Harvey. You're blocking my tan.
Well, thanks for the thought, guys. But this place is great.
What was the name of it again? Rapa Nui?
Rapa Nui, the crux of all paranormal activity in the South Pacific, commonly known as Easter Island. Because once you leave, 3 days later you can't wait to come back.
Abe and I thought this would be a great chance to get some alone time.
Emphasis on alone.
Ah, finally, someone has come to rescue us from the ancient prophecy.
Whoa, they talk?
Uh-oh, Sam. Ancient prophecies can only mean 2 things. tedious backstories and work we don't get paid for.
Let's hear them out, little buddy.
Well, all right. Maybe these giant stone heads have something interesting to say.
What's all this about a prophecy?
The Ancient One said this was going to happen. It's the end of our civilization. But you can stop the prophecy and save us all.
What exactly does this prophecy say is going to happen?
The carvers foretold a golden age of 1,000 years of peace. And then a terrible cataclysm. The great volcano god Renegade would reawaken and rain fiery death upon the island. Our noble civilization would come to an end.
Hot damn!
Sounds like we picked the coolest time to come.
You must stop Renegade from erupting and destroying us all. Legends speak of a hidden cave beneath the island where the ancient carvers built a means to pacify the volcano god.
In the mood for a little spelunking and volcano god pacifying, little buddy?
If by pacifying you mean squeezing the magma out of him like toothpaste from a savagely beaten tube, and by spelunking you mean spelunking, then yes!
We'll take the case.
Your Honor,
What does that mean?
like the Hawaiian word aloha, it can mean many things like hello, goodbye, or, as in this case, we're not going to pay you.
Deadbeat really is the universal language.
Oh, good. Then we'll be able to go back to our important work of sitting motionless and staring. At least we have something to look forward to.
Hey, Sam, look! Clues!
My wilderness tracking skills have gotten rusty, but something tells me this just might be the ancient entrance to the secret underground lair of the volcano god.
Where do you two think you're going?
Oh, Sam, he's got a little gun. Isn't he the cutest thing? Can we keep him?
Try not to get imprinted or shot, Max. We still don't know who this little tyke belongs to.
Jimmy Hoffa belongs to nobody.
You can't be Jimmy Hoffa. Jimmy Hoffa was a ruthless union organizer and head of the Teamsters in the 50s and 60s, known for his ties to organized crime and his mysterious disappearance.
Good recap, Sam. Also, Jimmy Hoffa wasn't a diaper-wearing baby.
I'm not a baby.
Look at the way his little thumb pulls back the hammer. He's adorable.
People always showing me disrespect. I should never have started drinking from that fountain of youth.
What fountain of youth are you talking about?
That fountain right there, Brainiac.
You expect us to believe the fountain of youth is on Easter Island?
I can't believe it. I can't believe how perfect he is.
You've been hitting the fountain water a little hard, haven't you?
I do partake on occasion, yes. That's my business.
He likes his fountain of youth water, doesn't he? Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Is baby gassy? Does baby need to be burped?
Get out of here.
Oh, look, he's trying to intimidate us. He's just perfect. Please, let's take him home.
Not now, Max.
Then when, Sam? My biological clock is ticking and I'm not getting any younger.
We'll give you a nice big rattle for that dumb old gun of yours.
You two are seriously trying my patience.
Sam, let's teach him the wrong words for things.
We're going bye-bye now. Bye-bye.
You'll stay gone if you know what's good for you.
Sam, look how his little eyes and the barrel of his gun follow us. I could squeal.
Looks like we've stumbled into some primitive tiki bar, Max.
Woo! Squeak, squeak! Woo!
Pipe down, chucklehead.
Oh, I was hoping to get into a Lagomorphs Gone Wild video.
Howdy, boys. Haven't seen you around before.
Sam, they're all babies.
Stay calm, Max. They're more frightened of you than you are of them.
Hi, fellas. What brings you to our little slice of paradise?
Sam and Max, freelance police, man. And we're here to stop a volcano. You babies are in danger.
Shut up. We're not babies. God.
He's right. Pleased to meet you, boys. Don't be fooled by the diapers. We've been around the block a few times. My name's Amelia Earhart. You've already met Mr. Charles Lindbergh Jr.
Whatever.
And that other fella is one Mr. Dan Cooper.
Hey, how y'all doing? Call me DB. Everybody does. Did y'all fly out here? Woohoo!
What gives? You guys have been missing for decades.
That's the funny thing about this island. It's easy to lose track of time.
You don't call, you don't write. You've had conspiracy theorists and documentary filmmakers worried sick.
Whatever. You can't tell us what to do.
Hiya, boys. You're new here, right?
Sam and Max, freelance volcano stoppers.
Well, gosh, I'm glad to meet you. I'm Glenn Miller. Well, maybe you boys can help me out.
You're a missing person?
We thought you were dead.
Yeah, I get that a lot. I was here 20 years before I believed I wasn't really dead.
Hated to break it to you, Glenn, but all that harp playing was getting annoying.
What do you need help with?
Well, I'm trying to find just that perfect sound for my next big hit.
Oh, is that all?
Well, gee, thanks, but I don't want to just put out a repeat of my early stuff. It's got to be new and fresh. But I'm stuck on two things. I need a catchy melody, and I need a good train sound.
You need a melody and a train whistle for your song?
Oh, you bet. I'm pulling out all the stops. This song's gonna be about all the things the kids are into these days. Trains, and sock hops, swing dancing, methamphetamines.
But how are we going to find a new melody? You've been here 60 years and haven't been able to.
Give me a break, guys. I'm teething. Baby Lindbergh Baby tells me that electronic music is popular now. Maybe I should try that. Pardon me, boy. Is that from Louis Tutu?
No, it's just an eerily accurate simulacrum of a train whistle we constructed out of everyday household items.
Don't say simulacrum.
Well, that's perfect. That's just the sound I need for my big hit. Well, now I'm just stuck on the melody. Help me with that, would you? That's fantastic. Who wrote it? Bring him with you so I can work with him full time.
I don't think he'd like it here.
No outlets.
Well, in any case, that's the perfect melody for my new hit. Let's get started making musical history, boys. There's a demo on that conch shell. This is going to be huge.
Are we going to get a producer credit?
Talk to my agent.
Want a drink, Mr. Hoffa?
Jimmy Hoffa cannot accept a drink from non-union waitstaff.
Do you want it in your sippy cup?
I want it served by a dues-paying member of the Waitresses Union.
How do we get into the Waitresses Union?
Fortunately for you, I am the union leader and also dues collector.
Yeah, I know a setup when I see one.
All right, you're in. You're lucky I'm very thirsty. Now get me a drink. Thank you. This tastes familiar. I can't place exactly where... Oh, wait. I remember.
Sorry, Max. I know you were getting attached to the little guy, but it's for the good of the island.
Attached to who? Oh, right. Did he leave his gun?
Anybody home?
We're here to fix your volcano, God.
Interloper! You dare violate our most sacred sanctuary!
You're all in danger. The volcano's going to erupt.
I don't like how their tentacles move.
You threaten defeat! You must answer to our leader, the High Priest!
Mighty Kamehameha doing donuts in a splintered paddle boat. Look, Max, it's the spectral form of Mr. Spatula.
That's just our dead goldfish!
Blasphemy! You anger, High Priest! Oh, mighty one, what be the punishment? High Priest has spoken. You to be executed.
Now hang on.
What you have say for self?
You can't execute us. We're the freelance police.
Killing us would bring down the wrath of legions of fans and licensors.
not to mention the ASPCA.
We no like killing. Speak for self. But we must act on will of High Priest. He our only conduit to mighty feat.
Think about what you're doing. You seem like a fairly reasonable group of, what are you anyway?
We are the Underfoot, protectors of the sacred home of Ranakao, the volcano god.
The air breathers call us ocean chimps. We no like that name.
Your high priest is a false prophet.
That very serious claim to make could make us lose tax-exempt status. How you back it up?
With a fillet knife and some sushi rice.
Kill them!
We know that imposter is lying because Max is the true high priest.
He does have feet. Maybe Shula's dog speaks the truth.
Look, we ancient civilization that worship giant feet who speak to us through ghostfish, high priest. We're not gullible. If White One with mouth truly is high priest, he prove it by fulfilling the ancient prophecies.
I bet there are 3 of them.
He knows our ancient traditions. Maybe he really is the chosen one. Ancients say that an outsider will be anointed by the feet.
The feet will recognize him.
And he will perform great miracle to feed his people. What was water becomes delicious treat. And the island itself will show us the face of the true high priest.
He appears before us in the living rock.
All that is Max in a nutshell.
We believe it when we see it. We're fair people. We give you until sundown. You prove White One is high priest, and we no kill you.
So let me get this straight. You worship feet?
Yes, the great feet that hang over us always.
The ways of the world are written in the toes.
The first toe go into the world to bring food to his people, while the second watch over his people always.
One go to market, one stay home.
The third teach us to appreciate bounty of nature, while the fourth teach us purity of the fast. One have roast beef, one have none. And when the end times come, the fifth toe return to deliver his people home to paradise.
Wee! All the way home.
We'll be back.
Remember, death at sundown. Don't be late.
Oh, Abe, isn't it beautiful? With that gentle breeze and that melody in the air. Abe? Ever since those heads started talking, you haven't heard one word I've said.
Right. What? Oh, I mean, did they talk? I hadn't noticed.
So anyway, for our next vacation...
Hey, Wendy. Sybil, have you ever thought about getting some surgery done?
What?
I was thinking, if you had your nose stretched out some, maybe squared off the head a little, you'd look fantastic. Not that you don't look nice now, of course.
That is it! You've done nothing but stare at her this entire time.
Come on, I'm a man. I'm not made of stone. Well, you know what I mean.
Oh, I know what you mean, all right.
You're just in a mood.
No, I'm not. I will long remember what you said here, and I will never forget what you did here. I just can't believe you'd insult me like this. And on my birthday.
Did somebody say birthday?
Wow.
And again, I forget to bring my video camera.
She was cramping my style anyway. So, Miss Moai, how you doing?
Get bent, beardy.
Fair enough.
Wow, I haven't seen rejection on that scale since I whomped you in the last election.
Explain this whole anointed by the feet business.
The great feet speak to us through the high priest. The outsiders stand under the great feet. They move to show they accept him. Okay, we humor you. Oh, mighty feet, Give us a sign! Do you recognize this white stranger as your servant?
Praise to the true High Priest!
Look! Feet move! He must be High Priest!
Uh-huh, that's right. Bring the love. Good to see you too, Mighty Feet.
Sign is clear. Mighty Feet anoint you as High Priest. Give blessing. But you still not satisfy all 3 prophecies.
Rules very explicit on this.
Show us 2 more and we're convinced.
What kind of miracle are you guys looking for?
Prophecies say the High Priest feed us all by turning water to Banang.
Banang! Banang!
Banang?
A delicious banana-flavored drink that fortified with essential vitamins and minerals.
Niacin! Riboflavin!
Hey, chimps, watch as High Priest Max performs a great miracle.
Oh, Mighty Feet, hear my command! What was once water, make flavorful drink for my people. What was once colorless, make yellow.
That's not impressive.
What was once without sustenance, make enriched with calcium, which is something our bodies need anyway.
Just get on with it, Max.
Eureka! Banang!
Banang!
Banang! Eat like a party in the moat. Eat miracle! Mighty Feet grant you great power. But you're still not High Priest yet. Must satisfy final prophecy. Prophecy say, image of true High Priest will appear to us in the cavern. That prove our High Priest is the one. Look!
You mean that image of Max?
What? You crazy? That no look anything like Max.
Max have 2 ears.
That just a seashell. Rock next to it look exactly like High Priest though.
Eat miracle!
Make sure you get my good side, Sam.
You have a good side? Look, over here. It's an image of the true High Priest, Max.
How'd that get there? Look just like him. It's uncanny.
That appear completely out of nowhere. Mighty Feet, show us face of true High Priest. Prophecies are fulfilled. The feet have spoken. True High Priest has returned.
People of the Feet, all shall love me and despair.
No time for that now, little buddy.
High Priest, take rightful place on altar.
We've got to get up there and stop that volcano.
So wait, we still get to kill them now, yes?
No, now we deal with imposter. Phony so-called High Priest, what have you to say for yourself?
Yeah, it's Mr. Spatula. I thought we were pals.
He said pals? Then he spit derisively. Now he say, me welcome death. Better than suffer tyranny of imprisonment on stale feet plates.
I knew I should have taken it for more walks. I blame myself.
I blame you too.
No, he say, you think you won, Sam and Max. You really just step in trap. I send triangle to summon you here, and you stupid primitives to waste your time.
We not primitive. We have cell phone.
They say, now you too late to stop volcano. Fascist oppressor Sam and Max get herbal tea and foot rubs once and for all.
That doesn't sound so bad.
Does this thing go any faster?
Now he say, that not what I said at all. Me confused, not herbal tea and foot robes, rain of fire and drowning magma. I always mix those
Should have
up.
taken the express pod.
Now he say, come Sam and Max, come to your doom. In my spectral form, I invincible! Ha ha! Ha ha! Ha ha! Now he say, my medallion! No! Cannot be! What world? What world?
Take him to the sacrificial toilet bowl.
No time, Max. You're too late to stop the volcano. What do we do?
Press it, Sam, press it!
I suppose now's as good a time as any. I wonder what that did.
What?
Nothing more we can do here, Max. Let's go up top and check out the situation.
What?
Hey, look! I had the parking brake on that whole time. Whoops. It's the official signet of the Ocean Chimp's High Priest.
Don't I get to wear it?
We don't have a chain long enough to fit around your enormous head, chum. Bloody-nosed Euclid doing the Eucharist on a nitro-burning catamaran.
That's the second biggest Bermuda Triangle I've ever seen.
Seems to be spinning out of control, too. Well, there goes our only way home.
I fail to see how this is helpful in an emergency.
This is it. The volcano is about to explode.
Bogus.
Help us, Sam and Max.
I hope there's nobody on the other side of that triangle.
I don't care.
You said it, dude, bro.
You've done it. You've broken the prophecy. You've saved our ancient civilization from destruction.
So, sweet thing. Now that's over with. Let's say you and I find somewhere private to get sedimentary.
Yeah, I think we should spend some time apart.
Your loss. Can I get a ride with you guys?
Our portal back home is gone.
We're gonna have to swim!
Can you float, Mr. Lincoln?
Only one way to find us.
I get to ride on his dewlap.
You can only call that once we get in the water.
I guess we just sit here for another few thousand years.
That sucks.